Go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru. With me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help. If you'd like to submit a Dear Abby letter or a question, you can DM me on Twitter at OctoAbby or Bryden at World's Only Comic. Join our wonderful community by DMing me for a link to the Here to Help Discord server.
No, you thought I was going to say something, but I
did
was just
think you
going
were
to
gonna
let
say
it go. I'm just going to let it go. That you
Just
can't
let it
read your
go.
own fucking script.
Okay, I can read my script. It's fine. I'm reading my script. I'm still thinking about that other thing. Okay. I'm going to read our ad copy for today. Are you excited? Are
I'm
you
excited.
ready to make money?
Yes.
When you're a woman on the go, sometimes there just isn't time to keep up with a self-care routine. Girl
It's
bossing
periods.
is a full-time job. Showering? Who has time for that? Thankfully, Jen Schwinstein of Dunlap, Illinois, has formulated a brand new product, the Ultimate Deodorizer Spray 9000, guaranteed to have you smelling fresh no matter how long it's been since you've been clean. Paired with Jen's heavy-duty dry shampoo, the Ultimate Deodorizer Spray 9000 can make you seem much less disgusting. Simply drop a note with your address and the code HERETOHELP17 in the community book share box next to the Safeway in Dunlap, Illinois for 50 cents off your first order. You're disgusting. Jen can help.
That is actually was
Was that
submitted
bad?
to it. That was submitted to us by our the guest of our last episode. That is his company.
Look, we don't need
It's
to
just Raid.
malign him.
It's just Raid. It's just aerosol cans of Raid.
Look, whatever works. It covers the smell. That's the point. You're going to make us lose our ad money here.
Yeah,
These are targeted ads for our dear listeners.
I'm listen. If I put any effort into this fucking thing, then we'd have ad reads by Target.
By Target? Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think we're getting that anytime soon.
you remember when Target had that dog? That dog just died, and then they just glossed over it.
Well, they still have like little dog statues in the store and stuff.
What? What fucking Greek-like, strange Egyptian fucking
It's, there's a
Target
dog
do you go to?
statue. There's multiple dog statues.
No, see, there's like the spheres in the front. They're
There's
like,
also spheres in the front, but there's dog statues inside the building.
I don't think
And the
that's true.
Starbucks has Target dog head cake pops. They're shaped like the Target dog, and he's got the red ring around his eye.
They don't do that at ours.
Well, that's because you live in Florida.
I guess, but like, this is the type of place that would have that type of. We don't, I don't know. I
You
haven't
don't
seen
have
that.
magnificent Target dog statues. That's whew.
Is it woof?
Oof. Living in the ghetto.
I don't. No, I haven't seen that at any Target. I've been to many Targets, but also, I mean, I'm probably not paying that much attention. But I don't think
They're
there's.
probably there and you just didn't notice them. My kids notice them because they're like, "Look, Mom, it's a dog. Look, it's the dog."
Nah, that dog. I don't think he's around anymore.
I just told you you know what? Never mind. Maybe they should bring the dog back.
What? No, I've seen Pet Cemetery. You don't want that, No fair, no fair.
It's my middle child's favorite song is Pet Cemetery by the Ramones
Oh,
right
really?
now. Yeah, she's like, "Dad, I want to listen to Pet Cemetery."
That's funny.
He sings along.
That's funny as hell.
Her other favorite song is Riding the Metal Storm by the Rockarollas, which is a very silly song.
I don't know if I know that one. I might if I heard it.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should listen to it later. I'll send it to you later.
You're not going to do a rendition of it?
No, I'm not. I'm not singing on the podcast. I get very nervous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would hate to sing in front of 3 people as well.
Okay. Well, you have, actually. I have clips of it.
Oh, I sing all the time because I'm not
You do.
embarrassed.
Well, we can all have your confidence.
Yeah.
Let's get into our Dear Abby segment. I have a really good one, like a serious one.
Oh, okay.
Dear Abby, I have a friend that has been dating a chick for over a year.
Break up with her.
Why? Why?
A year's enough.
A year is enough?
Just
You
a
don't
year's
feel
enough.
that way.
Oh, I do, but it's kind of like when you're lost in the woods. I mean, where are you going to go?
Oh no, you just can't get anyone else. Erica. She listens to every episode too. And you're just so mean. One day she's gonna just beat you to a bloody pulp, and
That's fun.
you're gonna know you deserved it.
Uh, I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. Speaking of songs,
They're
go ahead.
they're both in their mid-20s and have been living together for around a year. He's mentioned recently.
Wait,
What?
they've been dating for a year and they've been living together. What are they, lesbians?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why did they move in together?
I mean, that's quick.
So quickly. Dating a chick for over a year, living
Oh.
together for around a year. So what does over a year mean?
Right. That makes a big difference because, like, okay, so I'd imagine it's probably anywhere from 3 months to 9 months then, because otherwise you
Yeah.
round up and you're like 2 years ish. Is what you say.
We'll just say 6 months then. They were together 6 months before moving into
Yeah.
in together.
In your early 20s, I guess maybe I could see that. Maybe like it's convenient. You're just like, it's one of those like, oh, she's over here all the time anyway, and then
Yeah,
type of deal. That's
it
probably
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah.
It's practical. He's mentioned recently that he's thinking of proposing to her. I'm gonna list.
Hopefully proposing a threesome. Am I right,
Oh my
fellas?
goodness gracious! No, no, no! Don't do that. You're gonna ruin your relationship, Bryden.
No, you just get 2 bitches that you don't like anymore.
Mm. I'm going to list that you can't even. Never mind. You couldn't do that. You want to sit here and act like you're so Chad. You've just got these girls you don't even want, and you just can't get rid of them.
They fall off of me mostly because I'm so greasy, but they just fall off of me.
They're just slipping and sliding everywhere like a freaking slip and slide. Like when you're a kid and you put like dish soap on the slip and slide. That's what it's like trying to hold on to Bryden.
It is.
That's how greasy he is.
I'm as free as a bird now. And my cock you cannot take. Wow.
Bryden endorses semen retention.
Yeah.
All right. He's mentioned recently that he's thinking of proposing to her. I'm going to list the 3 big issues that are making myself and some of his other friends in our circle concerned.
1, you never hang out and get blackout drunk with us anymore. 2, seriously, man, why is your Xbox unplugged? 3, she's not even that hot. Have you seen that one of her titties is bigger than the other? It's kind of retarded.
Look,
Anyway.
that's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. They can't be totally symmetrical.
Oh, we're gonna have to restart the recording there. Strange tits.
We should, because I stumbled over too much of my stupid script.
Keep going there, fucking peg leg.
Number 1, it's his first girlfriend. I know there are tons of people who end up marrying their first girlfriend or boyfriend, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. However, I think he might have a mindset of trying to tie down the first fish that bites because he has pretty limited experience and is also a manlet, like under 5'3".
So?
She was the first girl to respond to him on a dating app, and he just ran with it. This guy is pretty autistic and has severe bouts of tunnel vision. This is sounding like... Okay.
Every person that I know from fucking every dork dude that listens to this show, like the only guy that listens to this show that isn't like that is Powder Keg. Like,
I still don't have confirmation of that.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know what he looks like. I don't believe it. He's probably maybe this is about Powder Keg.
It might be.
For all I know, someone anonymously sent this to me about him.
Okay. This is. At first
So he's under 5'3".
Okay, listen. We can't all be 6'12".
No, you can't. You definitely can't.
Oh, but hey, maybe if I just learn, if I podcast long enough, you could teach me how to be a giant that can walk through doors properly.
I've already explained this to you. You can go to Mexico and have your legs broken.
Well, yeah, but that's for different reasons. That's for not paying the hooers or the gambling debts.
No, they lengthen your leg bones.
No, I know, but if I'm going to Mexico, I'm getting them broken for fun, not for medical reasons.
Okay, well, that's You could do both, is what I'm saying.
You just see the cartel breaks your legs, and you're like, wait.
Can you come back in 3 months and do it again,
Like,
please? Can we just do this every 3 to 6 months? We can make an appointment every Tuesday at 6. 3 to 6 months. I don't know.
The longer we read into this, the more I'm like, I don't think this guy's gonna propose a threesome at all.
No, I don't think he's gonna. I think that honestly, if you're 5'3", like yeah, just marry the girl that likes you. I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, as a representative of the manlets at 5'6", let me tell you, 5'3", listen, you're still a king. All right, it doesn't fucking matter. All right, you're 5'3", just make up for it with fucking personality. Like,
well, yeah, but he says he's autistic and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of a
like, I don't think that's what's happening. Like, you can be 5'3" and be attractive to women, but you can't be 5'3" and also be very autistic with a bad personality.
Then why did you focus immediately on the 5'3"? Why wouldn't you like, he's autistic? No, you immediately were like, he's 5'3".
Because you can be tall and buff and autistic and it doesn't matter. So it's not either or, it's like a combination of the things.
So it is the short thing more than the autistic thing.
Dude, it really is. It really is.
Ugh. Jezebel. Horrible bitch. Bigot.
Okay, no, but for real though, I do know someone who seems to have done a similar thing. Like the first girl that he met on a dating app, he just decided to lock it down and marry her.
Terrible idea.
And yeah, it's kind of a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. If he actually loves her, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he really does. I'm sure that's what he's 22, autistic, doesn't do well with complete cunts who only judge by a man's height, not his height of personality.
Look, if a dude is shorter than you, is what I'm concerned about, because 5'3" is under the average height of a woman.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like if a guy is not shorter than you, then it's fine. But
there's tons of guys that are shorter than me. There's tons of guys that are shorter than me because I'm so tall.
No, not you. Not
I'm
you.
so tall.
I mean, then the woman, like me as a woman.
Everybody's shorter than you.
Than me.
Godzilla.
Well, okay, that's fair. Everybody's shorter than me.
God damn it. They try. Yeah, one time, see, people don't know this. Speaking of Target, the other day she was at Target and she was like, I want to buy some heels. And they were like, listen here, Peggy Hill, get the fuck out. If you put on heels, you're going to go through the roof. It's literally what they said. And then they called the police. Literally happened. And then they shot her because she's black.
It's a miracle I'm here today.
Yeah, I know. But the bullet just bounced off of her because she's also a monster, a sea monster of sorts.
I have like natural armor protecting me, my scales.
Flying planes around her. She's on top of the Empire State Building going, oh,
Okay. Number 2, my friend is a Christian and she hasn't been converted to any degree. Well, he's obviously doing the right thing by wanting to get married. He's also going about it wrong by being unequally yoked in marriage. Well, she hasn't been converted to any degree. Does that mean that she's not willing? Does she seem like maybe her heart will soften later? Like, that's the questions I would ask.
Yeah, see, I'm not religious, but like I could see why that could be a big issue. Like if he is religious,
it becomes a conflict in the family. There's disunity, there's arguments. It's just, and it's not good for the kids to be jerked back and forth like that.
Well, why are we bringing kids into this here? Because they're not even talking about that yet.
Well, if they get married, they're probably gonna. Most people who get married have kids. I know it's less common now, but it's most women want to have kids.
But yeah, I mean, and that might be the case. I mean, but like I can't imagine they're talking about that at 22 too much.
Well, sure, but it's something to think about. I don't know.
Well, I think that's probably like the biggest thing you got to get out of the way in a relationship if you're going to get married. Like, is so you want to have kids or not is kind of like a thing, and you probably shouldn't talk about that when you first meet, unless you're like a woman in her fucking mid-30s or something like that. But I think that's like that might be a bigger fucking cut in the relationship than religion even.
Yeah.
Because like
Oh yeah, for sure. And you get a lot of I see it all over Reddit now that I go on Reddit trying to find stories for here, but a lot of them are boring that say this, but I do come across a lot that's basically just my husband said he'd want kids after a couple years of marriage. He told me 5 years into the marriage that he actually never wanted kids and was hoping I'd forget about it eventually. I'm now 36 years old and don't have any time to divorce him and look for someone that will give me kids. Like that is all over Reddit. It's so sad.
No, that rules. That's
Like
a dude's
just
rock moment.
straight up lying to her and wasting her life. She'll
Um,
never have kids now.
yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it's kind of like, oh, you know how like like dogs die and you get a new dog.
Yeah.
Gives me kind of like the same feeling.
Okay. But she can't just get a new dog. The
Oh
guy could
no
get
no
a
no
new
no!
dog. She
Why
cannot just get a new freaking dog because she's 36 years old and it's
What?
going to take 2 years to get married again and then she's 38 and then like what? She's going to have a geriatric pregnancy. It's going to be very difficult. She'll probably have lots of miscarriages and then she will be infertile.
I want to know why you think that he was the dog in this situation.
I don't know who's the dog.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
I think you
like,
know who the dog is.
I know who the dog is. I'm trying to avoid it.
Just, I mean, if they complain, I mean, you just put them out. Drop them off in a neighborhood they're not familiar with, so they can't come back home. It's fine.
Is that how that works?
Yeah,
That's
you
how
just
do
get another one.
You just drop them out. She won't figure it out. She
No.
doesn't know where we.
She's gonna be running
Women
around.
Women
Yeah,
are very bad with direction.
yeah. She's gonna be looking for landmarks, but you're in a different city. She has no idea. She'll never make it back home. Somebody will find her and take her in. It's fine. Everything will work out.
She'll probably be fine. Well, I don't know. Not if she's. Never mind. I'm being mean now. Okay, but yeah, no. If it really number two just depends on whether or not she might soften her heart later.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. There's not very many, like, you're not, okay. Not only do people who worry about the unequal yoke thing worry about whether or not they're Christian, the partner's Christian, but they also worry about if it's a specific denomination and stuff. Like, it gets very involved, and it's just probably easier to convert someone than find another, fundamental Baptist or whatever anyway.
Oh, like the emo Phillips bit.
I don't know.
Oh, well, he did a good, but he was a really goofy comedian. He was like, I'm not doing the emo Phillips voice because he did a voice like this is what his whole act was about. And it was very funny. But he's like, I found a man that was going to commit suicide on a bridge, and I asked him about himself, and they have all this in common. And then it's like, fundamental East Fundamental Baptist of the Seventh Advent Church of Generation 2 or Generation 3, and then it's after a long, long bit, and then eventually he like says the wrong thing, and he goes, "Die, heretic!" and I pushed him off the bridge. It's a really good bit.
It's like that.
Yeah, I don't know. The religion thing is a little weird for me, but I think that it's probably really, really important. Like, I wouldn't mind, like...
It is.
Like, if Erica was super Christian, I think it would be weird. But, like, it also wouldn't be the end of the world for me. It really wouldn't matter that much. But probably to, like, a religious person, if they're, like, super Christian, then, yeah, probably... Because then you got to date this person and, like, marry this person that, in your eyes, you're like, this guy's going to hell.
Well, it's also just like for us... At least for Orthodox Christians, we very much view marriage and families as like we're all working together so that we all get into heaven. Like you do not, something a spiritual father told me once was that we do not go to heaven or hell individually. It's more like a group. It's like a community thing. Everyone affects everyone else in a community. You help your spouse get to heaven. That's kind of the purpose of marriage to a Christian.
That
So
makes
if
sense.
they're and also like you might be okay with her taking the kids to church, but what happens when they're told at church like, oh, well, your dad's probably going to go to hell? Like that's going to upset the kids.
Yeah. I definitely think that would upset the children.
Speaking of upset children, a very upset toddler is trying to bust in here right now.
That makes sense. Uh, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I could see that, but again, I mean, I'm not religious. I'm happy when people are religious. I think that's great. I think that's silly, but that's people find purpose in it, and we don't have to agree on every damn thing. You know, uh,
Yeah.
I just prefer not to really talk about it with people because they seem to get all upset. So I can imagine that that's probably a pretty big thing. Like, I mean, I'd like to know if even like is entertaining the idea of going to church with him, or if it's just like
Yeah.
he goes to church and she's like, "Yeah, have fun. I'm gonna play Xbox."
Yeah.
Because she's got to be autistic too, right? I mean, like obviously.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Most likely. Or just really stupid.
Yeah.
She could just be dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. This is the big one. She has no idea that he harbors far-right dissident opinions. This goes beyond just the fact that he doesn't feel comfortable saying the N-word around her. She doesn't even know he voted for Trump.
Oh no.
Yeah, I would
That's
say
not
this
even
is
far right. That's just like
yeah,
mainstream shit.
that's nothing.
Oh no.
He,
Oh no, buddy, that's worse than all of this.
how does she not know that you voted for? Is she a liberal?
Yeah, that's another thing. Is she a liberal or is she just indifferent?
If she's indifferent or maybe like a libertarian or something, she won't care.
This girl sounds like she sucks, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Well, I mean, that's all you know about her. It's all been about the guy up until now. He does, and it doesn't even say that she's against
Well,
it. She just doesn't know.
okay, no. This isn't. See, this isn't all I know. It's not all about the guy. I'm using context clues about this guy
Yeah,
to
okay.
think about what
You're
this
filling
woman
in the
is like.
blanks with what you think because you are biased against women.
Okay, yeah, definitely I am. Fine. Yeah, way to go, genius. Go teach a goddamn class at Yale over it.
I teach every day,
Yeah, well,
even during the summer. We don't have summer vacation in this house.
oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ. Can't wait till you end up raising the goddamn Hernandez brothers. Now, come on, that's a good one. Old people will get that one.
You're too old. I don't get any of your references.
They killed their parents.
I hope that doesn't happen. That would suck.
Yeah, that no, I'm using context clues here. She's clearly some type of fucking autistic, odd person. But I don't know that she's a hyper liberal. But like, he also might just be so damn weird. But all women
He might
tend to
just
be
be
left.
paranoid.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
I
what
don't know.
if?
You say all women tend to be left, but that's like in the absence of a guiding. I don't.
Go ahead and say it. You don't have brains.
We have brains, but women are a little more affected by the opinions of those around them than men are.
Sure.
Like it's a lot like she may just have never encountered like a lot of people who are against Trump, if she is against Trump, have just they watch CNN. Like they don't know anything about it. Literally all you have to do is explain something to them and it's like, "Oh, well that's not what I thought it was."
You don't even have to explain it. You could just show them videos of guns. See what they said.
Yeah.
Look, it's not real. Like it's.
Like this didn't happen. Like it's all lies. Like if someone is against Trump, most likely it's based on lies. Like he was just fine. I don't know.
Yeah,
He didn't even do anything offensive.
Well, I mean, he did plenty of like bombastic, offensive things, but
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
like,
but nothing like that actually matters or that
No.
people point out very much.
oh god, no. I mean, that's no. Anybody who's like Trump was offensive, it's like, yeah, dude, but like that's
Who
didn't it
cares?
kind of
It's
rule?
funny.
I mean, did it kind of rule? Like,
Yeah.
God, I kept waiting for that N-word tape. Like that
We never
rumored
got
tape.
it.
Yeah, because it didn't exist.
It's too bad.
I mean, this shit would have ruled. I'm sure he said it.
I
I'm sure
think
of
most
it.
people have said it.
Oh, dude, I've said it so many times today.
I know
But-
you have. You can't stop yourself. It's a problem.
Before we started the show, I'm pretty sure I might have even said it. Like, it just rolls off the tongue like fucking butter on a hot day. I mean, it's the best damn word.
You're a problem. You're very hateful.
I don't think I'm hateful at all. I just like good words. And I don't like
Bryden Proctor
sorry.
doesn't think he's hateful at all.
I hateful and filled with love and doves and all that
That's what
shit.
everyone on Twitter thinks.
They do. Now,
I saw someone I know that I follow a private account quote tweet you, and people were in that comment section like, what is wrong with this guy the other day? And I wanted to, oh my goodness, it's so funny. It's so funny.
no, I saw that. It was the one where I was like, you can just go get another wife or whatever. These
Yeah.
cowards on private accounts that quote tweet me, you coward. You coward.
I like them. I like these people that are quote tweeting you, insulting you, and I wish they would insult you harder. I wish they would insult you on public accounts.
Yeah, but they can't.
I
But they
actually
won't. But they
very-
won't. But they won't because they know that they'll get the just goddamn shit dragged out of them. Because I'm funnier than they are, and they're stupid.
I'm gonna start egging people on more. If
You
I
should.
see anyone say like, "Oh, he's a jerk," I'm just gonna be like, "Yeah, he's the worst. Let's get him," and we're just gonna do a whole crusade.
Yeah, that'll be great. You should help the
I'm gonna
show.
post. I don't know. Actually, yeah, we have a little bit of a popularity problem. We get
Yeah.
some downvotes.
It is an issue. It is an issue. It's probably
All
because we
right.
don't actually help people.
We help everyone. Everyone is very helped.
I do
The
wanna help this guy.
Testimonials are amazing.
I do want to help this guy though. No, I think that I think that this girl is probably not so great either. You know
Well, it does. You don't know that. She's probably fine.
what makes her
This is-
fine?
Okay. I'm going to keep going.
All right.
I would say this isn't a huge deal because you don't really need to talk to your hoe about that kind of shit.
True.
But it's bothering him to the degree that he's refusing to have very necessary dental work done because he's afraid he'll say something too offensive on nitrous oxide and she'll leave him.
What?
So he's just paranoid.
Yeah. No.
So how should
That's fucking insane. Okay, listen. I've had
It's insane. That's
Wisdom
so
teeth-
neurotic.
I've had wisdom teeth removed, and you know what? I was excited going. I was in my 20s when I had it done. I was excited. I was like, because I had seen these videos about people being all crazy and all that. I was excited. I told my mom, I was like, get the fucking camera out, you know, because like I'm excited. It's wild shit. I want to record it. And then I came out of it, and you know, I was like, you know, like yeah, I feel pretty groggy. You know, mouth's all numb, and but no, like you know, they were like,
Also,
lean back.
It's dental work.
Well, you
They're
need.
in his mouth. He can't talk.
Well, no, I think he means afterwards. Because
Well,
you're.
it wears off like within a couple minutes. Like nitrous oxide, like that's kind of the point of it. Like once they take the mask off your face and it doesn't go back, like it's fine.
You haven't.
It goes away.
This is where he's getting this from. You haven't seen the videos online of like somebody got their wisdom teeth removed, and then they're like on the ride home, they're still a little groggy and weird, mainly because they're 13, you know, or like a woman. Like I was all excited as fuck. All they did was like they were like, "Hey, lean back," and I pushed the damn dental assistant lady like her hand off of me. I'm like, "Listen, I've been way more fucked up than this. Leave me alone." You know, because they thought I was gonna fall over, and it's like,
Are you talking?
Am I talking about
Are you
what?
talking about people that got put under for their wisdom teeth out? Because when I got my wisdom teeth out, it was like an actual surgery, and they'd put me under general anesthetic, and I did wake up loopy, very loopy
Yeah,
for a
that's-
long time. But nitrous oxide doesn't do that.
Well, no, I'm talking about the wisdom teeth out loopiness bullshit.
Yeah, that's probably people who had like an actual surgery because the wisdom teeth weren't growing in yet. Because they like to do that. They like to take your teeth out of your mouth before they even grow in yet.
Well, mine were impacted. They put me under. Like, I mean, I don't remember any of it. They did the thing, and then I woke up and I was like, I didn't feel good. But I, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal, and I was like that for 40 minutes, something like that. But I was excited. I thought it was going to be a big deal. It wasn't. It was just like
It's not.
it was not at all. So this guy, if he's ever had more than 3 beers in a night, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, he's just
Paranoid.
very neurotic and weird. Yeah.
He just needs to chill out. Or like, I don't know, here's an idea. Why would you invite her there if you're worried? Do you not know other people?
Yeah, I don't understand any of that.
You've clearly got at least one friend that's very concerned about you. Just have
your,
him.
Yeah, have him or your mom or something.
You know, I mean, dude, just literally anybody else. This guy just sounds like a paranoid dork. If I were the author of this letter, I would say your friend is a fucking nerd, and you needn't worry about him. He'll come crawling back to you soon enough after he ruins his fucking life, and then he'll be your friend again. That's it. I mean, he sounds like a
Well, I
dork.
think that the idea is that he wants to save him from heartache potentially
How are you
here.
gonna do that? How are you gonna do
But
that?
I don't see anything because like it ends with so how should we approach this? Should we approach it at all? I mean, it's not like he's getting married yet, so there's time to work this out. It might seem like I'm shitting on my friend here, but I do love the guy and I don't want him to get fucked over. But the thing is, literally nothing here is about him potentially getting fucked over.
Yeah.
Like nothing here shows that that might happen.
Well, and it's a goddamn growing experience, all right? Like, you have to have your heart fucking ripped out of your chest and stomped on by a woman before you're ever going to be good to anybody in your entire fucking world. You know, like you're not a man until you've been fucking heartbroken. So it seems like this has never happened to this guy. It will. And what the fuck? Oh, sorry, my monitor's shut off. I think that I have a
Again.
yeah, I don't know what the hell that. Both of them shut off this time, but I think it doesn't matter. Listen, it doesn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I don't know. You shouldn't fucking. You shouldn't intervene.
Don't worry about it.
Like
If there's not any like actual red flags here and you're just concerned about potentials and possibilities, then don't interfere at all. Yeah.
there's tons of red flags.
Leave it alone.
There's tons of red flags. Your friend's about to get his goddamn heart ripped out of his chest. Hopefully he doesn't get married first. Guess what? If I was a betting man, which I always am, I would say he won't. He won't get married first. It's not going to happen. He's just tossing around the idea. Whenever he tosses around the idea, remind him of how young he is and how they just met. Say, there's always time for that. Always time for that later, man. Like, and then like do the compliment sandwich. Be like, yeah, she's really cool. There's always time for that later though. But hey, who knows? Down the line, could be. That'd be happy for you. Do that. Do that. You don't have to use the.
No, I think stringing women along forever without a proposal is kind of cruel.
Okay, they're 22.
Like we were just talking about women who get strung. I don't care about. I had 2 children.
How do you know
already
she's
when I was
how
22?
Yeah, I know, but you're a whore. How do you know
I'm not a whore.
you're a whore? Now, how do you know that the girlfriend's even into this shit? The proposal idea.
Well, I mean, you find out when you propose. Like it doesn't matter. Maybe
Yeah.
she'll say no, and then that's your problem solved.
You know what? I say I'm just gonna go. Give me your address. I'm just gonna go propose to her. Fuck it.
Do it first.
That's how. Yeah, I'll just get in there.
I'm supposed to keep the sender anonymous, but you know who you are. Send Bryden the address.
Yeah, I'll just go over there. I'll propose to her, and then if she says yes or anything other than "Who the fuck are you?" I'm calling the cops. Then, we're good. She's the one for him.
All right. Do you want to get into our Reddit
Let's do
submissions
Let's
now?
do it. We're
Because
halfway
we've
through the
spent
show.
The entire show on Dear Abby, our one.
Well,
That
it was
a
a
long
good.
one. That was good.
Well, it was a good one though. I mean, and I do.
It's always
legit-
good.
I think the guy's being paranoid. The guy, your number one concern should be to get this fucking idiot to go get some goddamn dental work done. Like, take him to the dentist. Tell him to pick him up from the dentist. Why is this hard?
Yeah, that one it was just ridiculous. That bit.
I don't know.
All right. Am I the asshole for setting up my trans friend on a date with another trans woman?
Oh boy.
I met
The
my friend.
Skinwalker stories. Okay.
I should probably just say Skinwalker. I met my friend Leah at a lesbian bar 2 years ago. We are both lesbian women. I'm a cis lesbian. Leah is a trans lesbian, which is important for this post. Are you okay over there?
It's fine. The world has changed so much for the worse, but yeah.
She asked if she could buy me a drink, but I was in a relationship with my then girlfriend, but we still ended up hitting it off as great friends and have been close ever since. A couple months ago, Leah was telling me how lonely she's been since the pandemic and everything has been closed, so it's been hard meeting new people. I had broken up with my girlfriend 3 months prior, and she asked me if I want to start meeting new women to date soon. blah, blah, blah. She's not ready, basically. She asked if I would consider letting her take me out on a date, but I told her I wasn't really in the right headspace to be dating and was still getting over my ex.
On account
She's,
of, being a lesbian and all.
yeah, it's ridiculous. The freaking audacity.
Ridiculous, you say?
Rid- ridiculous. She said okay and a day later asked me if I wouldn't mind setting her up on a date with some of my other lesbian friends. I was happy to oblige because Leah is a really nice girl and really deserves to meet someone special.
Is this Leah Thomas? I mean, can we? I mean, dude's rock for sure. Hold on, I'm gonna give it the drop. Dude's rock. I mean, but come on. All right, keep
I
going.
told her I would ask some of the other lesbians in my various friend circles if they'd be up to go on them. It's like they're freaking birds in a flock. Let me go talk to my other lesbians. Like, what do you do?
Just chirping it around. Well, I mean, they're different than birds because birds typically avoid pussy.
most most of my friends either are in relationship at this moment or not interested in dating because of COVID or are happily single. But one of my coworkers, Amy, said she would be interested. We've been work from home since the pandemic started, so I've only been able to chat with her
Okay,
over
where
text.
is this? Where in California is this?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say.
I've been in Florida since 2020. The pandemic has been over.
I don't know.
What?
People are not acting like it's over, and people have been still fighting to stay. Like in companies where 90% of people have gone back to the office most days, you'll still have a handful who refuse.
Well, listen, we're not even going to talk about like the smartest thing is like people working from home as far as their office jobs go. I mean, like, and how much
I
that
get
money
it.
that could save companies and whatever. But I mean, let's get back to these, skinwalkers and their lesbian suits and stuff like that. But yeah,
Okay.
it is what it is.
Since the start of the pandemic, Amy has started to transition. She'd been out as a trans woman for longer to us at work, but the pandemic finally allowed her space and peace to transition. And she finally felt ready to go out as her new self. I thought they'd be a great match because they have similar personalities and hobbies, so I set a date for Saturday. Saturday night comes, and after only 2 hours after the start of their arranged dinner time, Leah calls me 10 times in a row while I was having a shower. There's a lot of details in this, and weird details.
Yeah.
Freaked out she might be hurt, I finally called her back, and she was irate at me, asking me why I set her up with Amy. She said she cut the date short but was cordial, but she was steaming mad that Amy was a trans woman and was who I'd set her up with.
Oh, no.
Totally caught off guard, I asked Leah if she didn't like Amy because they didn't hit it off or if she didn't like her because she was trans. Leah told me I shouldn't ask a question like that because it's hurtful and prejudiced.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Stunned, I told her she was being really unfair because Amy was excited about the date. But if they didn't hit it off, it's not a problem. It happens. Leah asked me again why I didn't tell her Amy was trans and said that
No. Yeah, you're not supposed to.
I said that I didn't think that was something that had to be mentioned to either of them because both of them are women and lesbians, just like me or any other cis lesbians.
Jesus.
Leah told me to get fucked and hung up.
That rules. That's like a great dude response, by the way.
It's so good.
Leah's the best. Like listen, trans rights are dudes' rights, that fucking rules.
You pushed that really hard.
I try.
I tried calling Amy, but she didn't answer my calls all weekend. Leah texted me on Sunday evening saying what I did was approaching bigotry by not telling her that I was setting her up with a trans woman instead of a cis woman, which I replied was blatantly untrue and I would never think that way about any trans woman. It just goes on like that, basically. She just wants to know if she was the asshole here for doing this, and she doesn't understand what she did wrong. This is hilarious because obviously it's hilarious because of the hypocrisy of like the whole, like, you can't be a lesbian and not want to date trans women. That's bigotry. And then literally they don't want to date trans women themselves.
Well, because Amy is clearly just a gay dude.
Yeah.
And, and Leah is just some type of a strange predator, Uh,
It's so messed up.
oh, it's hilarious. I
It's
mean,
so upsetting to me. And I don't even like lesbians. I don't like that lesbians exist, to be
uh,
perfectly honest. But this predatory behavior, and a lot of these women have been abused, and that's part of why they don't ever want to be near a man in that way again. Like
sure.
that's pretty common. And so these men are coming in there and are just like, well, you don't have a choice and you're a horrible person if you resist. Like it's honestly horrific and
Yeah.
disgusting.
Well, I mean, it ain't great, but, out of all the things in the world, it's low on my list of, things to give a shit about. I mean, the information's out there. That's all you can do about it.
It's funny though.
Oh, it's pretty funny. It's
That's
pretty
pretty good.
funny. That's no. In short, no. Reddit poster. No, you're not the asshole for this, but you are the asshole for being a complete progressive fucking cunt piece of shit moron. Um, and yeah, I mean, I hope this continues to happen to you until you fucking figure it out that this stuff is dumber than hell.
She'll figure it out eventually. This is
No.
one of those things that she'll remember later and connect dots.
Yeah, how are you a good lesbian if you're like, oh yeah, I just got such a good lesbian, I got some dudes in my community. Like that's not.
Yeah, I don't get it at all. I don't understand how all lesbians aren't TERFs. Honestly, I don't understand one bit why you would put up with this for even a second.
Just the like the secrets of the dick sisterhood or what the fuck ever. Like that's just.
It reminds me of something actually. Well, it's kind of funny. So the trad life section of the internet, the trad wives, had a problem one time where it was revealed to someone when he sent her a picture that one of the big members, like the prominent members of the group chat, was a man pretending to be a woman.
Hell yeah.
Like probably a trans person, even.
I thought it was
But
just
it was
like a
like
cool dude.
it was a picture of his butt, like of his legs and his butt. And he was like, "Do you think I have good legs?" And anyway, so the point is,
That rules.
it was so funny when I found this out.
That's like some
But
shit.
anyway,
I mean, I would
so the
like
girl,
I would do that to bitches. I'd be like, "What do you think of?"
this person had been like in there and like performative, like, oh, if you don't wear high heels all the time, you're not a woman, kind of
It's
thing.
true.
Like we need to be feminine and like the hardest pusher of this. And then when this girl brought it up to the group, like, hey, this happened, all the other women in there were like, well, yeah, but we just thought he was harmless. We didn't want to be mean. Like that's what's happening here. It's the same thing. They're just like, oh, well, this person's just mentally disturbed. We just have to be nice to them. It's like nurturing instinct.
Oh shit. God damn it. Oh no. Okay. We're keeping that
Okay.
in
What
the
happened?
episode.
What?
We're keeping it in the episode.
We're keeping what? This mess up?
Yes. So it was like nurturing instinct.
Yeah, no, you can't let your nurturing instinct be used against you. And this is probably one of the episodes that's going to get us in trouble eventually because I'm being very serious about this. But like, even if these people need help, you don't need to let predators into your herd.
Disagree. I think that that is definitely a sheep.
No,
I wouldn't worry
it's
about
not a
it.
sheep.
It
It's not a
is.
sheep.
I
It's a
think it might
wolf.
be.
There's
Nah.
a wolf.
Nah. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, well, I would worry about it. And I think that you should all protect yourselves from predators. Okay, I have another story. We're really gonna leave that in?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not fucking editing this shit.
What even happened? Did you just close Skype accidentally?
Yeah, I accidentally closed it.
Well, that's your fault. Everyone, this is Bryden's fault,
That
not
is my fault.
mine.
That is
It's not.
my fault. Like, and then they could hear me go, "Oh shit," and then the Skype call come in. But that's fine. It's fine. This is what
This
we
is going
call.
well.
No, this is what we call breaking. You know, I got
that what
away
it's
from the. Yeah, I
called?
got away. Getting away from the bit. It's like I'm on SNL and I'm looking at the camera and laughing. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's just not bad.
that's
It's not just bad, lazy production at all.
well, it's not bad, lazy production. It's lack of production. It's a
There's
refusal to do any
and
sort of
that.
production.
Hold on. Erica's in the room now.
Oh my
Erica,
goodness
I
gracious.
accidentally closed the Skype thing.
Why are you doing this?
So like, but I'm gonna keep it in the show.
You should just start over.
No, yeah, we should just start
The
over.
whole
It's been
thing.
yeah,
Start the whole thing over. Just let Erica take your seat. I'll
yeah.
start it over.
Um, and see, that's what's called a bit.
That's not a okay.
That's a
Anyway,
bit.
let's move on. Let's move on.
It might be a bit too much. I'll tell you that.
Okay, from Just No Mother-in-Law. Mother-in-law wants a family trip to the strip club.
Mm,
Anyone
fuck yeah.
else? That's the tag. Like they have little tags on it, and it says "Anyone else?" question mark.
Wait, they have tags
Like a yeah, it's like a little yellow bubble. And what was that sound?
Oh, it's me taking a hot vape hit.
That was very loud.
Yeah.
Okay. Every time that we have a family gathering, my mother-in-law repeatedly suggests that all of us go to the strip club together or drive an entire hour to go eat at Hooters.
This rules. She's a
I'm not,
lesbian.
I'm not sure why these are her ideas of fun family activities. It makes everyone uncomfortable and no one has ever agreed to it.
How do they know that it's not just a joke?
I don't know. Is it a joke if you say it literally every time?
Yeah, I mean that's what makes it a bit. Like, I mean
Maybe so.
that's her like tagline. It's like,
Okay.
they're like, let's go to Outback Steakhouse, and she's like, what about a strip club? And like she thinks it's hilarious.
I like that you recognize her bits, but no one understands mine, including you. No one gets it.
Well, I mean,
Everyone just pretends like I'm not funny.
pretends, yeah.
Yeah, they're making it up. It's pretending. It makes everyone uncomfortable and no one has ever agreed to it. I also have a small child that obviously isn't going anywhere near a strip club, no matter how many cringe shirts she buys for him.
All that rules. Wait, what do his shirts say?
I don't know. They don't clarify on that.
This is incredible.
She she never suggests these activities unless the whole family is together and like who wants to watch strippers next to their mom? Just don't understand it at all. This
Well,
is weird, right?
it is weird, but to be fair, the night before my first wedding, my dad and stepmother did take my fiance and I to a burlesque show in Vegas.
Oh, like all together?
Yeah.
Well, that's burlesque shows are just like or they're not as bad, right?
I mean, there's titties.
Yeah.
We sat there. It was funny.
Isn't that the chubby girls?
No.
Isn't that what that is? Is
Fuck
burlesque
no.
not chubby girls?
No, burlesque is like they do dances and shit, but it's like they come out and like they're wearing outfits and stuff, but they have their titties out.
Why did I think it was only chubby girls?
Because Vice
Not like
did a thing about like, because it became a chubby girl like hobby.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, like the actual burlesque shows that you got to like pay decent money for, like, yeah, it's just hot Vegas chicks.
Well, that's still weird. I don't know why you would
It
go
was a
do
little
that
weird.
with your dad and your stepmom.
I don't know. I didn't want to, and then they made us do it. We also went and had to like put on headphones and watch a pilot series for the Hatfields and the McCoys, but it was set in the modern day, and we were like part of a focus group. And I didn't like the show, but now I think about that show a lot because it never came on the air. I think about that show a lot, and I'm like, fuck, I really would like to have watched that.
Yeah. I like the idea of that. Do you remember the Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and they've got like guns and they're in Venice Beach, California and
Yeah.
it's like really is the black guy?
Yeah, it was fucking horrible.
It
Yeah,
was great. I
it
like that
was
version a lot better,
really bad.
actually. And then Patrick Stewart's in the World War II version of Macbeth. That was pretty good.
Haven't seen that. That does sound
Well,
cool.
the wife, Lady Macbeth, has like these ridiculous cheekbones. Like you've never seen cheekbones like this woman has. Look up like Lady Macbeth, and when you find the one with the gigantic bulbous cheekbones, that's her. Like it's incredible.
I I mean, I guess women focus on the strangest bullshit.
No, I'm serious. It's very dramatic. Patrick Stewart's in it, and I like Patrick Stewart.
Uh, yeah,
Okay,
I
do
don't
we
know.
have any advice for this woman whose mother-in-law always wants to take the family to a strip club?
Yeah, I think that you should probably just ignore your mother-in-law's really like bullshit, edgy type of jokes. Like, I think she's got to be joking. There's no way she really like, and depending on how old these kids are, I mean, anybody under 18 can't get into a strip club anyway. I think that's just her one joke, and that's it.
It just seems weird that you would pick that joke for every single time.
Yeah, but I
It
mean,
just seems a little weird.
it is
Like
weird.
maybe she means it. Like if they said yes, she would be like, "Oh, cool."
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to know how old these people are.
Honestly, I think the idea of strip clubs are like gross anyway. I mean, it's skeezy for one thing, but also just like what why would you do that? Why would you go and pay a woman to just
It is a
not
waste of money.
like it yeah, it just seems like a terrible idea. It's a waste of money. It's very sleazy
It's not.
and
There's some nice
I
strip
don't
clubs out there. Like there are some
no,
like
no,
high
no,
class
no. The
strip clubs out there.
concept of it is sleazy.
Eh,
Like, I don't, like, do you think that women hear, like, oh, this guy goes to a strip club and are not disgusted by it? I feel like a lot of us are disgusted by it,
oh
just the
yeah,
very idea of it.
yeah. Here's the thing. You don't tell women about it. It's for you and
Okay,
the
but it's still
boys.
disgusting.
Eh. I mean,
You and the boys are going and being skeezy and disgusting creeps.
yeah, but I mean, who cares? Like, I don't know. No, I mean, who cares? It's like it's not something you go and like brag to women about, but it's like
Well, yeah, if you've done it, literally never tell a girlfriend ever because she will think less of you if you say it.
I've told Erica about the couple times I've been to strip clubs because I have hilarious stories about it.
Erica is very weird. She's different.
No,
She puts up with a lot.
I didn't enjoy the like I had like a 20
You
minute
didn't
bit.
enjoy it.
No, I really didn't. It seemed like a waste of time and money. I mean, it
It
was
is.
interesting, but it's just wasn't for me. Um, like I'm much more interested in like here's the distillery. I'm like, oh my, you know.
See, that's why she doesn't care. That's why she's not grossed out by it because you're just like, yeah, I didn't like it.
I don't know. I mean, I like
Like if you were into strip clubs, that would be disgusting and skeezy.
I would love to be into strip clubs. Like that
You're
would
just
fucking
you're
rule.
not sleazy enough. I'm sorry.
I think I'm just poor.
You're just poor. You're too poor to like
Yeah, I'm just too poor to like strip clubs. Like,
these women aren't interested in you at all though. They
yeah,
just want you to give them money. Like I don't understand the attraction to the idea of it at all.
you don't
Like just on
understand the
a
attraction.
fundamental level.
You don't
Like
understand the attraction of tits.
you can get a girlfriend and see them.
A lot of these people can't. Plus, a lot of them. Listen, what's the old adage? Is you don't pay a stripper to come. You pay her to leave. Or it's a hooker. You pay a hooker to leave. You don't pay her to fuck you. You pay her to leave. Uh, it's that type of thing. I don't know.
Prostitutes are even worse.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it's not
just
great, but I never fucked a hooker. I think I said it on the last episode. Wish I would have fucked a hooker. All these comedians have funny stories about fucking hookers. Never fucked a hooker. Never gonna fuck a hooker.
well, you shouldn't.
No,
It's
I mean,
good. I'm
yeah,
happy for you.
yeah, but I don't care what you think. Uh, like
I know you don't care what I think.
but yeah, I don't know. I was never like thrilled with strip clubs, but like there are ranges of strip clubs. I've been to pretty bottom barrel places, and then like real nice strip clubs, and you're like, holy shit. But only in 2 nights. Uh, one night we went to an array of like 9 strip clubs in Portland, Oregon, and that's all they have over there. That's just where you
Just
drink.
strip clubs. That's all
Yeah,
Portland is. It's strip clubs.
I'm not kidding. Look it up. They have a strip club that has a strictly vegan menu. It's called like Diablo or some shit like that.
Yeah, I believe that.
And
Strip club with a vegan menu in Portland. Yeah.
the nachos were good, and Domino was a real nice girl. We smoked cigarettes for a long time, and she gave me a lap dance and
Vegan nachos?
vegan nachos, cashew
That sounds
cheese.
disgusting.
Nah, cashew cheese, dude.
I've
It's pretty
never had
good.
cashew cheese.
Cashew cheese is good, but it was way better than the lap dance. I cared more about these nachos.
I believe that.
The nachos were fucking delicious, but you know, she was hot, and like I had a mohawk, and like we just talked, and she was pretty cool. We smoked cigarettes, and you know, then she finally talked me into paying for a lap dance. I didn't pay for it, and that was it. Like if you just want some woman to breathe in your ear and then like rub up against you, I guess that's your thing. And then later, when the strip club's all closed, we went to a real sleazy one, and
I don't. Yeah.
it was pretty bad. And we stayed past the strip club even being closed. The DJ fucking left, just kept it on auto loop, and it's all $2 bills, and they're just crawling around on stage tired, and we're just.
That sounds very sad.
Oh, it was super sad. I'm just crumpling up $2 bills and trying to hit them in the face. You know?
Oh, you're so terrible.
Yeah, and it was funny because one of the strippers turned her head,
women.
like turned away from us and like yawns, and I go, "That one's tired," and we're just
Oh no.
throwing crumpled up $2 bills at these fucking women.
Well, you're a disgusting, horrible, misogynist person.
Well, I mean, this was also like right after my divorce when I was like, 26 or some bullshit. But yeah, it was still funny. I don't know. What was really weird is like one of them crawls over on my friend who was bankrolling the whole thing. I don't even remember his name. He wasn't really my friend, but he was bankrolling the whole thing. And this whole thing. She has a tattoo on her shoulder that says "Dad." I'm not making that up. It's fucked up.
No.
I had a 20-minute story that never really landed that well about that whole ordeal. It was really funny.
The idea of them is so viscerally disgusting to me. I remember the first time I ever was face to face with someone who went to one, like that kind of thing. Like when I was a teenager, like a young teenager, like 13 or something. My dad was like, "Hey, you need to watch your brother because I'm going out to a strip club with my boss tonight." And I was like, "What is wrong with you? First of all, why are you going with your boss? Second, why are you going at all?
Cool
Why
place
are
to
you
work.
telling me, your 13-year-old daughter, that you're going to a strip club tonight with a smirk on your face? Like I'm supposed to be like, 'Good job, Dad. You go, guy.'" Like it was just so viscerally disgusting to me.
No, but okay, I think that is kind of like a boomer joke though, because like my dad will always say some shit like that. He's like,
No, I think he
going to a
really
strip club
went.
or
My
whatever.
dad doesn't know how to tell jokes.
Well, yeah. I don't know. My dad got me a
He's
shirt
stupid.
that says "I love strippers."
That's weird.
Well, because he made the joke. He was like, "Oh, we were around these tourist spots. I saw a shirt I almost got for you. It said I love strippers." And I was like, "Why didn't you fucking buy that for me? I will wear it on stream." And then he bought me the
you're
shirt.
like an entertainer. It makes more sense.
I don't know. Like the
I
idea.
thought this was before that. Yeah.
No,
okay.
no. This was like the last time he came to visit, which is the first time I've seen him in years. But yeah, I don't know. I think it could, with this scenario, I think it could just be a joke. I think that's kind of like a boomer joke because like
If
a strip
it's not
club.
a joke, that's very weird.
It is weird, but I mean, think of it like how often do people make OnlyFans jokes now? It's kind of like the same
I don't know.
thing.
I've never heard it in person.
Dude, I will make OnlyFans jokes. Like it's. I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I don't think your mother-in-law should be making these jokes. I don't know.
Yeah. It depends on who the crowd is, but obviously the joke isn't landing with this one person. You know?
Yeah. I don't know that it's a joke.
Or
she might just be a freak.
She might just
and
be a freak.
really wants to go to Hooters and strip clubs.
Well, like that's the other thing that makes me think that it's a joke. It's like, okay, where are we gonna go eat? Oh, Hooters. You mean the restaurant that nobody fucking eats at? Who the fuck eats at Hooters?
I know someone who eats at Hooters.
The joke. The joke.
Do you
with
know
Hooters.
the only time I've ever been to Hooters is when my father-in-law took me to Hooters.
Nice.
He was like, hey guys, let's go to Hooters. And I got the freaking mushroom Swiss burger. It was not hot stuff. It was very bad. The mushrooms weren't even cooked. Like, it was raw mushrooms and the cheese wasn't melted. It was
Yeah.
bad.
No, Hooters food is goddamn terrible.
It was really horrific.
I forget who the comedian is, but somebody, it wasn't me, but it's like such a good insult. I'd be like, you're the type of fucking idiot to get Hooters to go. It's like, which is great. I don't know who that was. I forget who it is, but it's very funny.
I was complaining. I was talking about this recently about how like terrible the burger that I had the one time I went to Hooters was. And my husband just was like, yeah, but Twin Peaks, they keep their beers at like 29 Celsius or blah, 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 or whatever. And I was just like, what?
Well,
How often do you go to Twin Peaks?
Is Twin Peaks like the same as Hooters?
Yes.
That rules.
I'm told they have better outfits.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, like,
No, but I asked him like, what the hell is wrong with you? And he was like, my dad just wants to go there when we go on trips sometimes. It's just like, why is your dad doing this? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
I would fucking go there, apparently because of the beer, and if they keep it cold, I bet
Yeah,
they don't
they
wear
keep
bras like that. I mean, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and it's like modeled like a cabin, like in Twin Peaks, like in the show.
Yeah, well, I don't care about that shit, but I don't know. I think you're just, you getting a little bit too into dude's world.
No, I think that men being attractive to the exploitation and degradation of women is disgusting on a fundamental level,
And
and
that's why
I
we
think
don't tell
badly
you about
of you
it.
if you like that. I think very badly of you if you like that. I think you're a horrible, disgusting person
Okay.
to think of women that way.
Well, that's guess what? I don't think about you at all. So
Do you want to read one more story? I know we're probably going.
I think we deserve yes, but I have to pee. But yes, we do owe them a little bit more.
Let's just
given that,
do
let
it.
me pee. They deserve more.
You're not going to edit this out though. So now I have to just talk for a while. Okay. So don't forget that you can get 50 cents off your first order of the heavy duty dry shampoo and the ultimate deodorizer spray 9000 with Jen Schwinstein's new product using the code here to help 17. I don't know what else I'm supposed to talk about here because he doesn't edit it. An actual like good producer of a podcast would edit this breakout so that I could go to the restroom too, because I also have to go to the restroom. But no, he's not going to. And I'm just going to sit here talking about freaking nothing. And you know what? I'm also very disappointed right now because my husband did not like a bit I was writing. And I'm just totally deflated by that. And I feel like if your wife writes a comedy bit and you don't get it and you don't think it's funny, just say, that's nice, honey.
Don't do that. Just tell her that she should fucking quit.
No, don't do that because now I'm upset.
Yeah, well.
I'm hilarious.
Nah.
I'm very funny. Everyone liked Beer for Babies. I showed my friend
Everybody liked
Beer for Babies, and she was literally, she couldn't stop giggling the whole time. Everyone loves Beer for Babies.
Could have. I mean, I didn't think it was funny.
You didn't think it was funny?
No,
really?
not at all.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that anything women have ever done is funny.
Are you just being mean to me? You didn't like Beer for Babies?
Nah, I just, you gotta, as a comedian, you gotta do a lot of stuff that you don't like. That way you can end up doing the things that you like going to strip clubs. Do the damn fucking.
There's gotta be someone on the planet who thinks I'm funny.
Gotta be, probably. It's a lot of people.
Somebody out there.
People out there. I mean, as in contrast, like everybody that I encounter thinks that I'm fucking hilarious. Kind of like the yin and yang of
the funniest man in the universe, the least funny woman in the universe.
Yeah,
teaming up.
I mean, I was thinking it was more like me versus like all women, but yeah, I mean, you're in there.
I don't even deserve to be the least
No,
funny.
I mean it's
I'm
hard.
that
I mean,
mediocre.
well, it's like saying like I don't know, this turn's smellier than that one. Like it's at some point it's all diarrhea. So
I need to talk to Josh Denny again. What was that recipe?
with the diarrhea
All right,
recipe,
from No, you don't remember what the name of that episode was? Like, forget it. Whatever.
suicide recipe. Oh yeah.
Dark.
See, I don't know. I don't remember things that I've said because they're funny. I just one
You
ear
didn't
out the
say
other.
it. It wasn't your joke.
I know it was Josh's joke there.
Josh's joke.
Yeah.
And he thought we were very funny. And
He
told
thought
me
I
did a good job.
He did think that I was very funny.
He thought we. He complimented me also.
I don't remember that.
You do. Of course you don't remember that. Men never remember shit. I swear. I can't. Okay, from
It's
our
important. It's important to just. It's important you could just keep the important information.
Yeah.
You know, things
The
that affect
important-
me personally. Like outside of
It
that,
never-
it's.
Well, not even that. It's you freaking people
Whoa,
never
racist.
remember anything negative that you did.
You hear that,
Like,
black
if
people?
you
Did you hear that, black
screwed
people?
up-
BLM, she's coming after you.
I'm talking about men.
Oh.
Men never remember when they screwed up or they did something dumb or they did something mean. They never remember. It's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, honey. Like, yes, you do know what I'm talking about. You're lying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm lying. I mean, not in this instance, because no, why would I care about a compliment that you got?
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah. I mean,
Okay.
no, we definitely are lying. It's just easier to lie. You just
You
go,
say you
I don't
lied
know.
to me?
I am saying that you're not funny. Yes. Now,
Why?
why are you
we
be
doing
put into a camp? Got to flip a coin on that. Camp.
Gotta flip a coin. We'll see. 50-50 here. Okay. I'm in love with a catfish.
What?
I met this
Jesus.
girl online during lockdown and she looked so beautiful. We spoke daily and became very close. We began to get feelings for each other.
Oh wait, hold on. How cool would it be if it was an actual catfish though? Like a real like fish.
If it was like an actual catfish. That would be a lot more interesting.
That would rule.
Actually, I feel like.
Instead it's just some
Because
fat
just-
dude.
Oh man. Okay. The problem started when it came to meeting. She always had an excuse. Finally, I blocked her for a while and she knew I was over it. At this point, she confessed she had gained weight over lockdown due to depression and was afraid of letting me down. We had made a lot of plans to have a relationship. I told her I didn't care, and we video called, and she looked a little heavier, but nothing extreme, and she was still beautiful to me. I spent days reassuring her, and I had to tell her this was the last chance to meet me. She finally agreed. When she turned up, she was extremely overweight.
Nice.
I'd probably say at least 5 sizes up, and nothing like her hourglass pictures.
That rules.
Yeah. Nevertheless, I went with it. Fast forward 7 months, and I love her so much. We get on so well, and she's the sweetest person I've ever met. She will do anything for me. She cooks and cleans and buys me things. She would make a great
Nice.
mother for my children. So she's just very fat. It's just that sometimes I'm struggling with sexual attraction. She's dieting and very slowly losing it, but now it's bothering her that I don't ever want sex. I don't know what to say to her. I've told quite a few white lies, and she keeps expressing she feels undesired and is now becoming paranoid that I'm cheating. Am I being unreasonable? How can I improve this situation?
I think he's been a little unreasonable, honestly. He's been
Yeah?
going along with it for 7 months, all of this, and she's losing the weight and all of that. All you can do is just encourage her, and then probably do a little bit of that yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. That's actually very fair advice. If she's dieting and slowly losing it, just tell her, "Wow, you look so great. I feel like that dress, fits you better now," and things like that. Like encourage her. Tell her at some point like that like slip it into a conversation that she's getting hotter.
Yeah.
and things like that. It'll encourage her, and she'll lose the weight, and she'll be this perfect woman who takes care of you like she's your mother, apparently, and buy you things and be a great mother to your children. I
Yeah.
think this is fine.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like, it's like he was like, oh, yeah, she's perfect, except she's fat. And he's like, bro, I mean, she was fatter when you met her. So what is
Yeah.
your fucking complaint here? Like, that's a bitches love, for whatever reason, bitches love hiking. All right, just take her on hikes.
Yes.
Bitches love hiking. I have no idea why women want to go into the woods with men all the goddamn time, but they do. I mean, that's where
It's
you
the
die.
adrenaline rush.
What
It's like why people like skydiving.
is it? I mean, I can
Yeah.
see that. See, that was funny. You made a joke once.
It's
That-
good. Why do you have to point it out like that? Like I'm a freaking child. Why can't you just let me make the joke and laugh? You even ruin it now.
Right, that's
Like patronizing me.
somebody has to patriarchy you or whatever the hell you said.
I said patronizing.
No, I don't think he has. I don't think this guy has on here to help legal grounds
Mm-hmm.
in the here to help court. I don't think he has any leg to stand on here for complaint. She was fatter when he met her. I mean, he's like, oh, catfish, but like she was self-conscious about her weight. She went out there, she still met you, and you still really like this chick. I think you're just upset that she's not losing the weight fast enough. So you got to get on that, and help with that.
If you do it together, actually, if you see, occasionally I'll see online like a post of, oh, look, this couple went to the gym together for 6 months, and every single time the woman loses more weight than the man.
Yeah, of
In
course.
the before and after pictures, like just go to the gym together. She will lose way more weight than you. Apparently, that seems to be what happens. It's interesting that that's how that happens.
Well, yeah, I mean, because women are just smaller by nature, but like
And maybe the men are focusing more on like building muscle than losing weight and stuff like that.
right. Yeah, it's I mean, if he was like, and then 7 months later, like all she does is shove bonbons and donuts into her asshole, then I'd be like, yeah, okay, I could see being upset about that. But seems like she's putting in the effort. I think the guy has nothing really to complain about and was probably just venting when he made the post.
Yeah. Well, he needs to compliment her more because if she thinks that if she's feeling undesired, then you need to make her feel more desired. Like
Yeah.
that's all on you. Like if that's the problem, basically that's the only problem I'm really finding in here.
Well, I
Because
mean,
she was honest before you met up and everything anyway. Like that's not a problem. Yeah.
and
Just
I
make
don't.
her feel more desired.
I don't know what he's. I mean, I don't know what he's so fucking upset about. I mean, if you think about it, like this is a fat girl that's dieting. Dude, she's hungry for the dick. All right, she's gonna give you the
She is
best
very
head.
hungry.
She's hungry for the
Stop.
D.
You're disgusting.
Now, I'm just saying. I mean, just glot, 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 glot,
Oh
glot.
my goodness, Bryden.
Just
Yes, we know that's what you
glot,
do.
glot, glot,
No,
glot, glot, glot.
you love making that noise.
Like, just, I don't know. This guy, it's a rare occasion where a dude needs to just go ahead and chill out for a second.
I'm really surprised by you right now.
Well,
This is good. I feel like you're taking a turn for the better here.
or alternatively, you can just cheat on her until she gets skinny.
No, no, no.
That's
That's
also
abusive.
That's also not if she doesn't find out about it, then it's just an option.
You ruined it now. I shouldn't have complimented you on that.
I'm just saying. I mean, you could do that. It's not like she has to know.
Well, what's the point then? He loves her. The problem is she doesn't feel desired. How is it? She's like scared he's gonna cheat. Why would you confirm those fears?
Or guess what? Don't cheat. Go to a strip club, get all horned up,
No!
come home, bang her. See,
Just
now
go to
we're full
Hooters.
circle. This is the purpose of strip clubs, to bang your disgusting 700-pound girlfriend. That's
I feel like that makes it worse.
nah, you're too horny to care.
No, I feel like going to strip clubs is worse if that's why.
Nah, it's fine. He's got to get all worked up. He buys a Blue Chew and
Oh my goodness gracious.
all of that.
Okay.
He can really get in there and he throws some flour on it and he finds the wet spot. That whole deal.
If anyone would like to advertise on our show, you can DM me on Twitter. I doubt that's how they actually get in contact with people, but we've gotten some.
I feel like our number one advertisers could be Blue Chew, Manscaped, Sheath Underwear, and some type of weird overseas gambling site, because those are all the things that I like.
What about BetterHelp? I feel like BetterHelp
BetterHelp
would
would be
good
great.
shit.
BetterHelp is a little out of our range, I think.
I think we're out of time for today, Bryden.
are.
Don't you?
We are.
All right. Remember that you can reach us on Twitter at OctoAbbey and at Worlds Only Comic. Bryden just got his Twitter back,
I did.
actually. So he was gone for a little bit. But he's here now, being horrible and abrasive toward everybody he comes in contact with.
Well, no. Can I say real quick what I got fucking locked out for 7 days for? This is bullshit. I say way worse shit on Twitter all the fucking time.
It really wasn't even that bad. I feel like it's always not even that bad what they actually get you for.
I just asked a guy because he had a picture of him and his wife on his wedding day as his profile picture. I don't remember what he said that upset me, but it couldn't have been even that big of a deal. I think it was probably something negative about Vince McMahon or something.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I mean probably something, because like I saw that it was like a WWE thing and the response or whatever. So it was probably something about Vince McMahon being a bad guy or whatever, who he's the best. But like all I said was, "Can I fuck your wife?"
In the grand scheme of the things you have posted online,
That's
I feel like
so
that's pretty mild.
Fucking mild. I asked. It's not like I said, "I'm gonna fuck your wife." I said, "Can I fuck your wife?" Because he looked like a cuck faggot. All right, like that's why I asked. It was an earnest question. If I could,
it was rude.
Rail his fucking dumb wife because he looks like a fucking loser.
Yeah. But he's back now.
I am
Bryden's
back
now. He can argue with all of you. And I think that everyone should go and bully Bryden. If you see him bullying me, you should pounce on him, attack him, tear him to shreds. Pretty please.
Who do you think listens to this?
Only people who have decided that they can also bully me because they hear me being bullied every week.
Yeah.
I'm getting bullied. Doing this podcast with you has like tripled the instances of me getting bullied because people are like, I'm funny too. I'm going to bully Abby too. Like, screw all of you. Just be nice to me. I'm a nice person. I'm nice to everybody.
It's,
I blame you, Bryden.
Yeah.
Everyone bullies me. It's funny because like you would think, like I'm a girl on the internet that I would have simps, but I don't. I don't have any simps. I have people who bully me. I have people who make fun of me.
Yeah.
And tell me I'm stupid and correct me and things like that and tell me I'm not funny. Like it's not.
I think it just.
I think
it just goes to show that the people who listen to the show are largely male, because bros like hanging out and having a good time and laughing, and women will not listen to your podcast even if you have like almost triple the amount of followers that I do on Twitter. That's because women aren't actually friends, whereas bros are fucking friends. Shouts out to Sharia, by the way. Sharia LaBeouf. Hello.
He's going to come on in a little while, isn't he?
I hope so.
Yeah, no, we have women that listen. I know because they send me stuff about it.
All right. Hold on. Shouts out to the women. Psych!
I know we have women that listen. They just don't believe me as much. They just don't talk about it. They send me suggestions.
Here, I have a suggestion for all the women. Show me them titties. All right.
Okay, no, don't. He doesn't deserve it. He's disgusting. He doesn't deserve it.
Your titties are disgusting, you dumb
Bryden,
whores.
do you have any plugs today?
Just the same ones. Although, hey, for real, I have switched completely over to Odyssey. I'm not doing DLive anymore. You may see a few streams over on DLive just because, for whatever reason, Restream is allowing me to restream until September. But I'm completely over on Odyssey, so it's odyssey.com. So just search for Bryden on Odyssey. That's where I do my streams. That's where all the streams are going to be at. VR stuff pretty soon. Still figuring it out. But Saturday morning mix, always really fun. But yeah, Odyssey. I'm just over on Odyssey, man. Like, fuck D Live, burn that website to the ground. It's a goddamn Chinese scam. I'm over on Odyssey now. So that's great.
Good. All right. Everyone, don't forget to get in touch with me to join our Discord server. That's really the best way to send me Dear Abby and Reddit stuff, although I'll still get it on Twitter. But it's just kind of nice and organized on Discord,
You
so
should
that would
actually
be better.
you should actually send it in the mail to her with anthrax.
No, don't anthrax me. That's not nice. Thank you for listening and have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.